Authoritative individual. I will plot on you. That's right. And that's why I'm going into season 11. And he's changing Pampers.
Kevin Hunter learned a difficult lesson after his marriage to Wendy Williams fell apart. According to the story, Wendy eventually grew tired of everything that had happened and decided she was no longer willing to put up with his behavior. Reports claim that Kevin and his longtime partner, Sharon Hudson, are now facing serious financial problems, and many people believe their situation is connected to the events that followed the divorce. Before judging Wendy as simply a bitter ex-wife, it is important to understand the background. Kevin reportedly began a relationship with Sharon around 2007 while he was still married to Wendy. This meant he was having an affair during their marriage. Even more shocking, it has been claimed that he used Wendy's money to support Sharon. Since Kevin was closely tied to Wendy's successful career, many people believe he relied heavily on her income. Reports also say he bought Sharon a house worth $765,000, located only about 9 miles from the home he shared with Wendy, making the situation even more painful and controversial.
And I read about it in the blogs and the tabloids, the address of this place that he had purchased to share with this backwoods 9 miles from my house in Livingston. And they're living the high life.
Wendy Williams reportedly knew for a long time that her husband, Kevin Hunter, was having an affair. Even though she was aware of the relationship, she decided to stay in the marriage. According to people close to the situation, Wendy had one condition. She could accept the cheating as long as Kevin did not have children with another woman. Many people found that decision difficult to understand, but Wendy believed she could keep her family together despite the betrayal. Sources close to the couple also claimed that Kevin had another reason for staying with Wendy. They believed he knew that he and his longtime girlfriend, Sharon Hudson, depended heavily on Wendy's financial success. As long as Wendy continued earning a large income, Kevin and Sharon were able to live comfortably. However, everything changed when Sharon became pregnant and gave birth to Kevin's daughter. That was the moment Wendy reportedly reached her breaking point. While she had overlooked the affair for years, she could not accept the public embarrassment of her husband having a child with another woman. She had no interest in becoming a stepmother to Kevin's loved child or pretending everything was normal. Feeling that the marriage had reached the point of no return, Wendy officially filed for divorce in April 2019. The divorce quickly became the center of public attention. During the legal process, many critics accused Kevin of being interested mainly in Wendy's money. Those claims became even stronger after reports surfaced that he requested both alimony and child support. Many people were shocked by the child support request because Wendy and Kevin's son was already an adult. The court ultimately denied that request, as there was no legal reason for child support to continue. Although the child support request was rejected, Wendy and Kevin eventually reached a private agreement regarding alimony. The exact amount has never been made public, but many people believe it was significant. Since Kevin no longer has a regular career in television, critics have suggested that the payments helped him support his new life with Sharon and even invest in several business ventures together. For a while, Kevin and Sharon reportedly continued living comfortably after the divorce because the financial settlement gave them stability. However, things appeared to become more difficult after Wendy's daytime talk show ended. With her television income no longer coming in, many people speculated that Kevin and Sharon faced financial pressure and had to adjust to a different lifestyle. Kevin later shared his own version of events. He claimed that when news of the affair became public, he offered to resign from his management role on Wendy's show. According to Kevin, Wendy encouraged him to stay because of the situation involving the baby. He said that despite remaining in his position, he was eventually removed as Wendy's manager, served with divorce papers, and dismissed from the show all on the same day. His comments offered a different perspective, but they did little to change the public debate surrounding the highly publicized end of their marriage.
I don't recommend that you work with your husband because I made him my manager, and then when I decided to divorce him, he had to be fired. In other words, I made him divorced and unemployed all in one day.
Wendy Williams reportedly knew for many years that her husband, Kevin Hunter, was involved in a long-term affair. Even though she was aware of the relationship, she chose to remain in the marriage instead of ending it right away. According to people who claimed to know the situation, Wendy had one important rule. She was willing to overlook Kevin's cheating as long as he did not have a child with another woman. While many people found that decision surprising, Wendy reportedly believed that keeping her family together was worth trying, even if it meant dealing with heartbreak and disappointment behind the scenes. People close to the couple also claimed that Kevin had his own reasons for staying in the marriage. Some believed he understood that both he and his longtime girlfriend, Sharona Hudson, benefited from Wendy's successful television career and the financial security it provided. As long as Wendy continued earning a large income from her popular daytime talk show and other business opportunities, Kevin and Sharona were reportedly able to enjoy a comfortable lifestyle. However, everything changed when Sharona became pregnant and later gave birth to Kevin's daughter. According to these reports, that was the point where Wendy finally decided she had reached her limit. She may have tolerated the affair for years, but having her husband father a child with another woman was something she could no longer accept. It was not only a deeply personal betrayal, but also a very public one. Wendy reportedly had no desire to become a stepmother to Kevin's child or continue acting as though everything in their marriage was fine. Feeling that there was no way to repair the relationship, she officially filed for divorce in April 2019. The divorce quickly became one of the biggest celebrity stories of the year. As the legal process unfolded, many people criticized Kevin and questioned his motives. Some believed he had remained in the marriage mainly because of Wendy's financial success. Those opinions became even stronger after reports claimed that Kevin requested both alimony and child support. The child support request especially surprised many people because Wendy and Kevin's son was already an adult. Since there was no legal basis for continuing child support, the court reportedly denied that request. Although the child support issue was dismissed, Wendy and Kevin eventually reached a private agreement regarding alimony. The exact details of the settlement have never been made public, so the amount remains unknown. Even so, many people have speculated that the financial agreement was substantial. Because Kevin no longer had a regular television career after the divorce, some critics believe the payments helped him and Sharona maintain their lifestyle and even invest in new business opportunities together. For a period after the divorce, Kevin and Sharona reportedly continued living comfortably. However, things appeared to become more challenging after Wendy's daytime talk show came to an end. With her television income no longer flowing in the same way, many observers began to speculate that Kevin and Sharona faced greater financial pressure and had to adjust to a different way of living. Kevin later shared his own side of the story. He claimed that after news of the affair became public, he offered to step down from his role as Wendy's manager. According to Kevin, Wendy encouraged him to remain in the position because of everything that was happening at the time, including the situation involving the baby. He said that despite staying on, he was eventually removed as her manager, served with divorce papers, and dismissed from the show on the very same day. While Kevin's version offered a different perspective on how events unfolded, it did little to change public opinion or end the ongoing debate surrounding the highly publicized collapse of their marriage.